And now here we have Cutthroat. And by far, uh, this is why I'm saving this guy for last. By far, this is the weakest of the design differences. Going with animation accuracy meant that a lot of things had to look more plain. So you can see that the bird mode head, the beak was a lot more colorful and interesting on the original. This is very plain looking on the new one. I tried to look for reasons why you would pick up the new one, but all I can say is that the inside of the new one has a painted blue black mouth roof. The mouth roof has been painted in on the new one for some strange reason. I don't know why they didn't bother to paint in the bottom jaw, which is more visible. Maybe that's just a factory error. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. The collar on the old one, it looks better. These are purple here to match the wings. This just kind of blends in more. What else is different? There's more paint on the original. The silver and the blue break up a lot of that monotonous green. Here, there's a lot less paint application. The feet are both painted, but on the original, it was silver. On the new one, they're purple, and I don't know that that's a better design choice. So, here's another difference. The tail on the old one is the same color plastic green, and the new one is that same kind of shade as the wings, but it's definitely painted on. I don't know, the whole concept of Cutthroat is that I guess these are monster birds, so I guess that's supposed to be a lizard tail, and this one hides the bird mode better, so I don't know why they painted that in. I don't know, to me this is again the weakest figure by far. This one has more paint. This one has less, and it's just more monotonous looking. You can see in the new one they added these tamper-craft Decepticon symbols that are tiny and itty-bitty. On the original, there was just this rub sign insignia tamper-craft here on just underneath the chest there. And the other main thing is that on my figure, so these wings can move back and forth, and they have these little notches where it can kind of you can move these so that that'll stay in place, and then you can move it again. But yeah, there's little notches and grooves that these can fall into so that it can maintain that pose. On this one, it still continues that, but the notches and the ridges aren't as pronounced, so this is much more loose, and I don't know if that's just an issue with my copy, but I can definitely feel the difference. So this is actually a downgrade in terms of quality, so I don't know what happened here. This just kind of is a disappointment, really. I can't really argue why you would get this one instead of that one, other than just cohesiveness, I suppose. Here's another main design difference. If you were using those prime armor attachments and you wanted to put them on the back here, again, the original does a fine job of incorporating that. You just kind of have to move these out slightly, like so. And then these would plug in right there. Right there. Yeah, see? So that, to me, this guy kind of looks like Rodan from Godzilla. Or, I don't know. I think that's fine. But if you use the new limb, there's no way for you to attach this onto the back because it doesn't have those posts anymore. And I can't see any way for you to tab this in. So This is just not going to integrate at all. Is there a way to do it? Like, okay, like if you really wanted to, I think you would have to probably do something like this, and at this point you're not really, at this point this is a stretch right here, right? I mean, you could do that, you could do it, but it's not going to look as good as the original. So, you know, I wish that there had been some way to kind of please both the people who wanted the animation accurate limbs versus the combiner armor. There must have been some way, but anyway, you have to make a choice, and I feel like overall, I think it's just going to come down to, do you want a better looking Abominus, or do you want a better looking set of the Terrorcons? It just kind of comes down to that. Alright, I had to change up the angle a little bit because the battery was running out on my camera here. Now, these are going to look a little funny because these bird mode beak things kind of cover up their heads a little bit, so I apologize for that. But the Cutthroat figure here has always had this issue where the bird mode head kind of obscures the face of the bot mode, so bear with me on that. But as you can see here, I decided to display them with some accessories here. So you can see how the Power of the Prime's armor was also suggested to be used as a kind of shield accessory. And I don't know if you can use the foot here as a shield or not, but I just wanted to show off what that would look like. So I don't think it's a very pleasant looking thing here, but maybe if you decided to paint that in, it would look okay. So let me just kind of take these away. I just wanted to show that off. Another major difference between these two figures is that the Power of the Prime's plastic that they use, that this skin coloration is a little bit darker on the original. Man, that's in there now. Oh god. Okay. Alright, so as I was saying that, yeah, on camera this might not come through, but this is definitely darker. It's a little bit mango-y. This is a little bit lighter. And I can't tell if it's due to sun damage or heat damage, or if it really comes down to just how much paint they used in the plastic molding, but there's definitely a difference there. But I don't think that that's really the main decision maker here with this figure. I think what bothers me is mostly the plainness of the bird mode head on the new one. And also I like the original silver paint that they used for the face on Cutthroat on the original. The gold paint is interesting, but I wouldn't say that it's better. It just kind of blends in, and I know that they were trying to be as animation accurate as possible, but it just doesn't look good. The design choices that they made with adding purple highlights for the hands, for those knees, how can you say that's any worse than this skin color tone, which just appears everywhere? And it's even the color of the combiner post. That don't look good. That'll never look good. So for this reason, for the reasons I mentioned. I think Cutthroat is just my least favorite of the Terrorcon figures. I'm sorry if it's your favorite, but well, I've already explained my issues with it. So the last thing we have to do is show off the difference between the two Abominuses. So get ready for that. I'm not going to be showing how to make them into their limb components. You guys can figure that out for yourselves. But we will look at a side-by-side comparison of Abominus versus Abominus.